Hello and welcome to English coaching class. I'm your English teacher, Shayd Ashikur Rahman. Students, in our last class, we have started with the topic of the discussion beginning with secret. Okay, today, same reveal, same pattern, how what is happening here, how the change is going to happen, and how the mood is going to change. Okay, so how this mission of Ivan is going to work, how the planning is going to execute here. Planning has been done and execute body is going to execute here. So these are all information we'll be learning in this class today, students, where I have stopped in my last class describing analysis or line-wise explanation where this boy is going to reveal his secret. Okay, today I'll just continue from here. I'll just continue from the immediate, no stop, no break. Okay, yes. So just I'll continue from there immediately where I have stopped. But students, the same tradition, the explanation of line-wise explanation of Ivan tries will continue here in the part number 4. But students taking SAS, coming up for the session of describing analysis, again tradition follows, and I have to follow the tradition. And what is the tradition here? Just to like and share and subscribe. Like, share and subscribe. Okay, so you have to like my videos, share as much as possible, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, students. Okay, so this is what my request to you all, and then I'll begin with the same page where we have stopped last. If you have not seen my last video, part number 3, then you cannot get it part number 4. If you have seen it, you can just get a glance and come up. 1 and 2 is already ready, interaction is there, and wait and watch. Okay, so just let's move to the page number next where we have stopped the last class. Okay, yeah, same here where the voice, where the McLary, okay, starts speaking with the broad Scots voice. Okay, yes, students, see the voice starts. Okay, whose voice? McLady starts speaking, and try to understand his voice from the beginning. When the chapter will continue, how you can differentiate the voice. Means you must feel. Okay, you're not really listening his voice. You can feel how it is. Will you please stop writing for a while? Mr. Evans, listen carefully. Candidate offering German 0 to 1. Okay, should not follow, should note the following. Okay, he should note the following thing. What is the instruction is coming? 0 to 1 hyphen 1. Should note the following correction on the page 3. On the page 3. Okay, and line 15. Okay, the 4th word should read golden, not golden, and whole phrase should be written or read in a different manner. What is saying? See, students, how it is saying. What is it saying here? The whole should read golden, not golden, and the whole phrase will therefore read zum golden loen, not zum golden loen. I will repeat that. Means is saying the part of German. And the governor listened and smiled. Okay, start smiling. He had taken German 6th form himself. Okay, who the governor has taken. Students, you are going to take the art as your 6th optional or craft as a 6th optional. That help you for getting good marks in your examination. Similarly, the governor has taken this as a 6th optional. Okay, 6th form, what we're talking. He remember all about the agreements of adjectives. You learn English grammar, adjective. So you remember that. Okay, so agreements of adjectives. So did McLary. By the sound of things, for the minister's pronunciation was most impressive. And so did McLary by the sound of things as his pronunciation. The foreign minister's pronunciation was most impressive. Okay, so did McLary. As McLary pronounced by the sound of thing for ministers, means for ministers pronunciation, means his pronunciation, so in the respect to him, was most impressive. But what about Ivan? What about Ivan? There's a question mark here, students. Okay, is he really learning? Is he effective for him? He probably did not know what adjective was. Ivan is not knowing what adjective was. The phone rang again. The magistrate's court. They need a prison van and a couple of prison officers. They need a prison van and a couple of prison officers. A remand case is there. Okay, there's some remand case and they need this prison officers. And within 2 minutes, the governor was wondering whether that could be hoax. Some confusion. Some what planned a thing where this tight security will be taken up, half is gone, the Ivan will get chance to get out from here. So what should be, is it again a fake call, some disturbance, some plan? What is it? There's a question mark in the mind of whom? The governor. He told himself not to be so silly. His imagination was beginning to run riot. There was collision, there was confusion, there was and thoughts were getting fight with him. And what is going to happen? Which way he is going, it is correct. So many questions were coming in the mind of the governor. Ivan, for the first quarter of an hour, Stephen had dutifully peered through the peephole at intervals of 1 minute. So there was peephole and he was just looking through the peephole. Who? Stephen. Who? Stephen was looking through the peephole. Ivan is writing or not. And for each 1 minute, also taking a gap after every 2 minutes, then after every 2 minutes. And it is now 10:45 a.m. Everything was still all right as he looked through the peephole once more at 10:45 when he is looking. Everything is normal. There is no change. There is no disturb. It took 4 or 5 seconds. No more. For more than 4 and 5 seconds after 10:45. There is no change. What was point? It was always more or less the same. It was always more or less the same. What is the point? There's something. Okay, you might have seen the students keeping pen in the mouth. But it can be a bad habit. But we hear the teacher or the Stephen is marking the same. Ivan is pen between his lips. He's keeping the pen between his lips. Sat staring straight in front of him towards the door. Staying towards the door. Seeking, it seemed, some surely need inspiration from somewhere. Okay, as if someone is there who can help him with some clue looking here and there. But, and opposite him, McLary seated slightly askew from the table now. Okay, slightly bent. Okay, and his face in semi-profile. His hair, as Stephen had noticed earlier. Semi-profile means as he has marked the earlier hair. Amateurishly clipped pretty close to the scalp. Means as if to the scalp it is clipped, it is been fixed, as if it looks like that. His eyes behind the pebble lens peering short-sightedly at the church times. He's looking towards he was reading the church time. He's focusing and he's looking towards the church time. His right index finger hooked beneath the narrow clerical collar. Suppose students, I am wearing a shirt. If I will wear 2 shirts, both the shirts are same and both the shirts are at collar. What I need to the inner shirt means the one who is on the top. Right now, suppose this is on the top of my body. The inner I am wearing, I will be hiding. I'll be managing the shirt to hide the inner part. Similarly, so one hand in the book and another one finger with the finger is adjusting his collar. Who? The Reverend McLean. His eyes behind the pebbles lenses peering short-sightedly. At the church time, his right index finger hooked beneath the narrow clerical collar, and the fingers on the left hand, his nails meticulously manicured, slowly stroking the short back beard. And slowly shorting the back beards is just trying to adjust with the left hand. In his right hand, once taking adjusting this, and the from left hand is managing the try to adjust the beard. At 10:50 a.m., the receiver crackled to life again. The ring was there on the receiver. The governor realized he'd almost forgotten even for a few minutes. Yeah, students, you can see the governor had forgotten for a few minutes whether the Ivan is present or not. Whether Ivan is present or not, the governor has forgotten. Again, the bell ring 10:50, the receiver crackled to the point. It is 10:50 and crackled to life, and the governor realized he had almost forgotten Ivan for a few minutes. Please, sir, whisper. Please, sir, louder. Would you mind if I put blanket around me? And as if he has forgotten, Ivan is writing the exam. She's asking, please, sir, he's saying in a whisper. Again, please, sir, louder, is speaking loud. Would you mind I put blanket down me? If you won't mind it, I'll cover my body with the blanket. Shoulder, sir, it's a bit parky in here, isn't it? Silence. There's something cozy. It's not warm. It's like feeling a little bit what cold like. Even there's one in on my bunk here, sir. There's one there. So Macleay, be quick about it. So quickly do it. Cover it yourself. Silence. It's 10:51. Stephen was more than a little surprised to see a grey regulation blanket wrapped around Ivan's shoulder. So he has just covered with the what grey blanket on his shoulder. Who has done it? Ivan. Okay, but Ivan's the pen still between his teeth. Still there is a pen between his teeth. Okay, and was staring just as vacantly as before. This blankly, cluely, and no clueless. This he's clueless and he's looking towards the straight. What was the straight? Whether Stephen was observing. Should Stephen report the slight irregularity? Anything at the fishy? Had not Jackson said anything wrong? He looked through the peephole once again. Even as he did so, Ivan pulled his dirty blanket more closely to himself. Just he is more closely to the dirty blanket he has covered it. Himself. Was he planning a sudden Batman leap to suffocate Macleay in the blanket, like Batman they used to suffocate with the keeping the blanket? Is he planning that? Don't be daft, don't be crazy, don't be loss of mind. There was never any sun on the side of the prison heating either during the summer months. It could get quite chill in some of the cell. Stephen decided to revert to his earlier every minute observation. So what happened? So here Stephen started observing every minute observation. So yeah, it might be as there is no sunrise is coming, no dark, nothing. So due to darkness, there would be some problem. He's referring to that context. Okay, students. So now Stephen decided to revert to his earlier every minute observation. So you will be turning back for every minute observation. At 11:20 a.m., the receiver once more crackled across the silence of the governor's office, and McClary informed Evans that only 5 minutes remained. The examination was almost over now, but something still gnawed away quietly in the governor's mind. He reached for the phone once more. What happened? What is the time, students, right now? It's 11:20. It's 11:20. The receiver once more crackled. The ring is the bell is the phone is ringing. McClary informed Ivan only 5 minutes remain. Okay. The examination was almost over, but something is still gnawed away quietly in the governor's mind. The examination almost over, but something is going, some disturbance is going on in the mind of Ivan. Okay. He reached for the phone once more. He's reaching for the phone once more. At 11:22 a.m., Jackson shouted about along the corridor to Stephen, but the governor wanted to speak with him. The governor, okay, what happened here? The governor wanted to speak with him. Hurry, man. Stephen picked up the phone apprehensively and listened to the rapidly spoken orders. So what happened, students? Governor wanted to speak. Okay, governor wanted to speak. Okay, governor wanted to speak with him. Hurry, man. Stephen picked up their phone apprehensively and listened to the rapid question order. Stephen himself was to accompany McClary to the main prison gate. Understood. Stephen McClary was not absolutely sure. Okay, Stephen personally was to be absolutely sure that the door was locked on Evans after McClary had left the cell. Understood. So what is happening? There's a change, there's a twist again, students. And here the last part, or we can say before getting more tragic, before getting more substance, what deep of analysis, there's some suspense here. What was the time? Right, 11:22 a.m. Exam was supposed to begin at 9:15. Started late, 25. Okay, and 11:22 a.m. Jackson shouted along the corridor to Stephen. Governor wanted to speak with him. Hurry, man. Governor wanted to speak with him. Hurry, man, quickly. Stephen picked up the phone apprehensively and listened to the rapidly spoken orders. Okay. So what happened? Stephen picked up the phone apprehensively and listened to the rapid spoken orders. Stephen himself was to accompany McClary to the gate. So who now again Stephen was there to take to the McClary to the gates. Understood? Stephen personally was to make absolutely sure the door was locked on Evans after McClary left the cell. Understood? So as McClary left the cell, okay, so Stephen personally was to make absolutely sure the door was locked on Evans after McClary had left the cell. When McClary leaves the cell, the door should be locked. Understood? Understood. It's 11:25 a.m. The governor heard the final exchange. Now the governor heard the final exchange. Okay. Students, it's page number 80. Okay, it's page number 80. And I will not elaborate more to make you bored. Okay, next class, I hope to arrange on Saturday, means tomorrow. So it will be helpful for everyone. So I'll try to arrange. Okay. So students coming live with you tomorrow again, where you can get it updates again further. So just before leaving, before departing, just with the suspense, understood, McClary raised the questions. It's 11:25 a.m. the final exchange process, and then exam will be over. Exam will be over. So when the exam will get over, how it is, what happens, we'll be knowing in the more details in the next class, students. So with the more analysis, more analytical analysis, we'll be doing it, and then we'll continue further. So students, before taking sign out from you, asking bye-bye to you, okay, saying bye-bye to you, and just one request. What is the request, students? The tradition, what I follow you. Okay, share as much as possible. Okay, share as much as possible means you have to share the video, what you're enjoying, share to your friends and other friends who are in class 12 or those who are in 11th, those who are in 10th, definitely for them even. I'm going to work for them 10th, 11th, 9th, 10th and other boards one by one. Okay, so just enjoy, have patience. We'll continue next class from there and do enjoy the class. Okay, for today, this much. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.